Hi guys, Dave here, West Country Explorer, back for another video. And as you can see behind me, I can get the ground in a bit, there's lots of lovely white stuff down on the ground. That's right, yes, it's snowing a bit. I thought I'd come out anyway and do a video for you. Well, at the moment I'm at Stopham Church, but I'm not going to be doing a video about the church. Instead, I'm going to be doing a video on a few other bits and pieces around the area. But the first port of call is going to be Stopham Bridge. Hope you enjoy. Well, here we have Stopham Bridge. Like I said, this bridge is quite an old bridge. It's a Grade 1 listed building and a scheduled ancient monument. So before this one there was a wooden bridge built around the beginning of the 1300s, but this particular bridge here was built around about the 1420s, 1422, 23. As you can tell, that's quite an old bridge. I mean, to put that into perspective a little bit, the United States of America was founded in 1776. So this bridge here is about just over 350 years older than the United States of America. And up until as recently as the 1980s, this was the main road through Stopham. As you can see, that's the main road now. Like I said, before that road was built, this was the main road. This is the River Arun here. River Arun going off under there. Can't imagine this being the main road really, considering the level of traffic we have nowadays. Just over there through the trees, that is what was the main house for one of the local sort of families, sort of landed gentry families. It's flats now. So Stopham Bridge. Like I said, you've got the White Hart pub there, sort of just next to the bridge. That would have been by the side of the main road when it was the main road. Like I said, it'd be quite nice to come to the White Hart one day for a meal, I reckon. As you can see, they've got a nice beer garden there. Come the summertime, that'd be quite nice to sit out there and have a meal, quiet drink, watch the world go by. Now nearby there is an old disused canal, short section of canal that connected the River Rother. Got to be careful slowly you pronounce that. The canal route connecting the River Rother to the River Arun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get to that canal section. As I was cycling along here on the way to the bridge, I did spot that the fields around are a bit flooded looking, so not sure if I'll be able to get to it or not, but I'll see what I can do. Failing that, I'll just have to go to the next bit of the journey, which will be taking you along an old disused railway line. Well, let's see if we can get to the canal first. Well guys, I ain't going to be exploring much of the canal system that I was hoping to get to today. Like I said, that sort of stretch of water just over there, that's what would have been the old canal system. Like I said, just a very short section of canal connecting the River Rother to the River Arun. Obviously all that over there is sort of like the River Arun. Like I said, all that there. But like I said, not going to be able to get to it, so at least I've been able to show you a little bit of it. Well, the start of it anyway. So what I'll do is take you back to my bike, towards my bike. Now hopefully, all being well, I can do the next part of my plan, which is cycle along the route of an old disused railway line. See, flooded outfield a bit. It's quite wet underfoot, as you can see. But my next challenge, get back over this tree stump. Oh, sorry, shaky hand there. Wind's picking up a bit, making me shake. Right, best call this bit to an end before I start shaking the camera too much. Right then guys, behind me is the route of the old railway line running between Pulborough and oh, just read it a second ago, Pulborough and Midhurst, that's right. So obviously, as you can see, there's no railway line there now. Wouldn't be standing here if there was. So the line was opened up in 1859 and closed down in 1966. What I'm going to do is, I'm just outside of Pulborough, sort of where it connected to the main line that's still there. So I'm going to cycle just a short distance from the Pulborough area along to Fittleworth, which is about a mile or two just down the road. Well, and also I'm going to record it all being well. I'll see you at Fittleworth. was our little jaunt along the old railway line. So certainly quite an enjoyable ride. Would have been more relaxing if I could have done it the old-fashioned way on the train, but I would have missed out on having a nice enjoyable bike ride. So I'm now just on the outskirts of Fittleworth, and behind me is the location of where Fittleworth Station used to be. The station was opened in 1889, so about 30 years after the line itself was opened. Now the station closed down to passenger service in 1955 and then closed down to freight service in 63, and obviously the line itself closed down 3 years later in 66. If you don't know if you can see behind me in amongst the trees, slightly sort of cream coloured building. Well, some vehicles are about to go by, so sorry if it gets a bit noisy. Red car going the other way now. Yeah, but behind me amongst the trees is sort of just over there, cream coloured building. That was the train station, but it's now a private residence, so can't really get up close to that. So I think the owners wouldn't be too happy with me wandering around our private home recording the outside of it. But yeah, that's where the train station would have been. So yeah, anyway, mind going off on a tangent then for a second. What I'll do now is I'll take you to the last stop of the day, just up the road in Fittleworth. Now I brought you here to show you the Swan, pub here in Fittleworth. Got a bit of a cue card here to remember all the details. But in 1924, a gentleman by the name of Bert Temple, who was an ex-soldier and silk merchant, he set up a charitable guild to raise money for hospitals and things like that, and he named the guild the Ancient Order of Froth Blowers. So it was founded to foster the noble art and gentle and healthy pastime of froth blowing amongst gentlemen of leisure and ex-soldiers, and the motto was lubrication in moderation. Now obviously it was all designed to raise money for hospitals, but it was a guild where you could join in, partake in the gentle pleasure of blowing froth off the top of your beer. They didn't take too kindly to lager, didn't like the idea of it, because it was deemed ineligible, and the rule book of the order stated it is unseemly and should be avoided always, excepting by naval officers visiting German colonies. So obviously the Ancient Order of Froth Blowers, they just drank beers and ales and shunned the lager. And like I said, it was set up in the Swan Inn, from what I can see. But I mean, it was sort of quite well widespread. It had about, I think, 500,000 members at one point, something like that. So obviously little sort of branches meeting up all over the place. But look, whilst looking into this video, I did discover that I think there's a sort of modern version of the sort of guild sort of just starting to form. Again, sorry, referring to my dates again. But modern version is sort of named the Grand Ancient Order of Froth Blowers. So it looks like they've got a bit of a website that they're in the progress of setting up, from what I can see. And also I think they've got quite an active looking Facebook page as well. So if you're interested in partaking in a bit of blowing of the froth off the top of your beer, have a look at the Grand Ancient Order of Froth Blowers, see what you think. Obviously can't do much froth blowing down the pubs at the moment because we're all still closed, but I suppose you can do it at home. And once the pubs are reopened, well, you know what you can do when you can get down the pubs again, do a bit of froth blowing. Well, that's me all done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. And like I said, the usual, like it if you like it, click the thumbs down if you don't like it, feel free to comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you again in the next one. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, God bless.